Uh-oh. There you go.
Okay,
Boom. Live.
you are live.
Give it, I'll T minus what? A few minutes? 3 minutes? 4 minutes? Oh, I locked you in. Did anybody get with you for America 250 for the flag?
That awesome.
No. The Just Serve people, 9 to 11.
That is on the 4th.
Uh, uh, candy drop. Everyone down.
What part of the park is the flag going to be?
Um, 2 minutes. Weekend?
It was a good weekend. Yeah, thanks. Got out and did some different stuff. Didn't get done what I wanted to get done because I was doing other stuff, but it was kind of different to be running off the regular status quo.
So the fire, how'd that get started?
Shooting is what all things are leading to in court. Also, super public because they're investigating, but there was an error. Laughed. Dum dum. That ran around 250 acres and stuff. It was out of the district by a ways.
So did
Yeah, and there hit that thing. We just knocked around in the foothills. I wasn't there, but I knew that it would had potential to be just out of our district, but it was enough to take a look at it. They stayed longer, like that, the training thing.
about ready? And we're probably live right now, right?
You're live.
Oh,
So if you want to start.
all right.
Okay, 10 a.m.
All right. Hey, citizens of Mountain Home. The Mountain Home, this the mayor. I'm just bumbling all up today there, Chief Moore. Today I got Alexa with me, and these are Mountain Home Mayor Minutes, or not Mayor, Mondays with the Mayor. Oh my gosh, I cannot figure where my head's at today. So, citizens of Mountain Home, welcome. Always good to have some questions and see if we can answer some stuff. We didn't have very too many questions, so we had some staff just ask some general questions on what they'd like to know and all that good stuff. So with me today, I got a special guest, Chief Mark Moore. But I'll go into the first question really quick since it was from Trace Giles. It says, Alexa, another question came up today. How does the current burn ban affect the fireworks show and or fireworks in general in Mountain Home and Elmore County this year? So, Chief, does the burn ban have any effect on our fireworks show this year?
Thanks for having me, Mayor. Always glad to answer questions and make clarifications on the burn ban. I know that it can be confusing for the citizens, no matter how hard we try. But we have to juggle around and make things happen. So glad to be here and clarify some things. In terms of the burn ban that we have in place currently, it will have no impact on the 4th of July fireworks that we have for the city or for the patrons, as long as they're utilizing safe and sane fireworks.
Perfect. All right. So the fireworks show is a go, everyone. Just want everyone to know the fireworks show is a go. The burn ban went into effect June 5th. Can you explain why the ban was implemented earlier than usual and what conditions led to that decision?
Yeah, absolutely. So a couple of years ago, we tried to do a more inclusive burn ban, so we wouldn't confuse the public as much as we had in years past, where the county would want to impose a burn ban at a certain date, and the city would want to impose a burn ban, and we just didn't get together. We finally got together, and we came up with a date that we thought would work, and we could stay on that and help try to not confuse the public as much as we had been. Unfortunately, this year, due to the dry conditions, we moved the burn ban up from, I believe it was set to go in effect on June 24th. We moved that to June 5th. That was a collaboration between myself, Commissioner Bud Corbus. I placed a phone call to Commissioner Corbus and discussed the conditions that we had. This was coming fresh off the hills, off the fire that we had out there at Flyby. And also the abnormal amount of high sustained winds that we've had this year. I'm sure everybody's noticed that. Also, speaking with our training with BLM, the projections for where we're at is about a month further than we would be typically in a year. So our dry conditions are advanced a month from what they normally would be right now.
Okay. What types of fires are prohibited during the burn ban, and what are there any expectations that residents should know about?
Sure, that's a great question. For the only fires, and this is not talking about any ag burns or things like that. That's out of certainly our purview. So that's a different animal. But in terms of the general citizens in our response district, the open burn ban is in effect for everything. That would include burn barrels. That would include anything that would be burning trash, sticks, leaves, anything like that. Those are not legal to burn when we're in a burn ban. However, recreational fires are acceptable to burn. They need to be in a contained approved burn pit, no bigger than 3 feet in circumference, and wood needs to be clean wood, something that you would say cook a hot dog or a marshmallow on. So it has to be that. It can't be slipping in your twigs and things like that, trying to get rid of your yard waste. That's a no-no. It lets off different smoke, and that draws people to your attention. So clean wood, no higher than that. And like any throughout the year, you need to have a means to put it out, a hose nearby, a shovel, and it needs to be, I believe that the distance is 20 to 30 feet away from any structures.
Okay. Gas fire pits, are they fine?
Yes, they are.
Okay. All right. If residents have any questions about burn restrictions, where can they find the most up-to-date information?
So burn restrictions, we have there's a copy of the ordinance that is out there that I've seen that it explains a little bit better than what you might get off the general public. That is something that's available. I'm sure that's available on our city website to help, again, keep people from being confused by it. The other thing is a phone call to the fire station is always a good way. If we don't answer the phone, leave a message, and we'll be glad to give you a call back and make any clarifications.
And then I guess the last but not least kind of a question for you is fireworks. We've always let people go to, oh gosh, what is that? Legacy Park. We have water buckets down there. We usually have a hose. We have trash receptacles. That's probably like the safest place if you want to have some fireworks, would you say? Or like, what are the requirements for fireworks that if you want to have fireworks at your residence or at Legacy?
Okay, number one is they need to be safe and sane fireworks. An example of that is fireworks that are not going to fly any higher than 10 feet. In short, it's fireworks that you would buy at any fireworks stand that we have in our city limits that are legal. The illegal fireworks are going to be just that, illegal. But in terms of going back to your question with Legacy and so forth, that's a great place to do it if that's your choice to do it. But just be cognizant, use common sense, and be careful. You know, traffic is coming and going, and I see every year we've got people out in the streets and doing their stuff, enjoying the holidays. So I just say exercise caution. We don't want to get anybody hurt letting off fireworks, particularly on our 250th birthday.
Amen. Amen. What do you have for the citizens about this year's fireworks show? Is there going to be something new, something different? It's 250 years of American awesomeness. So what do you got for us? Anything?
Absolutely, what we've got, I can't really disclose, Mayor, because we've got a couple of secret things in the bag. We've got a couple of different shooters this year that we've had in the past. We've got a couple of young guns stepping in to do that. I do know that we're going to have some fireworks that we have not seen in the past, so stand by for that.
Okay.
We look forward to a great crowd. The golf course is a great place to have it where visibility is good. We ask that you observe the rules on the golf course when you do get there in terms of where you can be and not be. In general, the public's always been very respectful of that, so we appreciate that. And it allows us to be invited back every year to go back there and do those.
Fantastic. So I'm looking forward to the fireworks this year. Streetwalkers. How are they doing? They're always needing help. They doing great? Are they crushing it? What's the word on the street for the ladies?
The streetwalkers are not, they crush it every year, but this year they're exceeding expectations from last. I know that they've grown their force in terms of people. They've got some younger people that are in the group also getting out there, getting involved. And it's important to note that bar none, there would not be a fireworks show in this town if we did not have the participation from the streetwalkers. They go out and they generate funds, and we live in such a community that is so generous. But this year it's been incredible, the amount of different groups, civic groups and so forth, that have kicked in money. The city's a big player in kicking in a portion of that money as well. So that all counts up. Fireworks are expensive, but that's what it takes. It takes a group like the Streetwalkers that makes it possible for our community.
That's fantastic. Hey, Alexa, we got any questions online or no?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well, Chief, you can stay for the rest of this, or you can stay and listen to me babble on for a little bit with the rest of these questions. But I really appreciate the clarity and the communication that we have outward to our citizenry and let them know, what this burn ban and is what's taking place and all that good stuff. So
absolutely, I appreciate the opportunity, Mayor.
All right, my friend, take care. All right, let's run down to some more questions. Residents have been excited to see the progress at Railroad Park. Can you provide an update on where the project currently stands? Currently, the project stands. They're crushing it over there. They're on schedule. I think the paving company comes. I think it's the 24th and 25th of July, and that should be in tail all in all done by then when they get the asphalt crew out there. So looking forward to that. It's been a remarkable transformation of that downtown corridor and Railroad Park. What major milestones have been completed so far, and what work remains? So obviously right now they're getting ready to put in the splash pad area, their aquatics area. They're getting ready to finish up some of the playground area. The building is almost completed. Right now they're putting in the remaining portion of the sidewalk, the meandering sidewalk. And then all in all, after all that is done, I know Miguel and his crew from Parks Rec are currently in there getting the water lines put in, the sprinklers, all that good stuff, and start planting trees. Let's see here. Once completed, what feature or amenities are you most excited for our residents to enjoy? In all honesty, I just think the park in general, as a whole, is probably what I'm most excited to see all the residents enjoy. The walkability of it, the availability of the farmers market to take up the entire corridor of that park and have more vendors there, have more interaction with the residents and the farmers market. I think just seeing everyone enjoying just another amenity that Mountain Home that we've been able to put together. The hard part is when you have a movie theater close or a bowling alley close, everyone goes, hey, what are the amenities that we have for the citizens? And so you got to think outside the box. You got to, we've been able to do a lot more playground equipment. We've gotten rid of some of the old playground equipment that's seen its shelf life. Well, it's past the shelf life. So if you go to the Tot Lot Park, that's all ADA compliant. There's places for children in wheelchairs. We did the resurfacing of the basketball courts. We put in pickleball courts. we're trying to evolve the parks per session or the areas just so people have other things to do outside. I've always been a huge fan of the skate park. You know, it's not just skateboards, it's inline skates, it's scooters, it's BMX bikes. I know I have a couple of airmen that take their RC remote control cars there, and it's just great to see everyone getting outside. So those are kind of the things that I'm excited to see, especially downtown Mountain Home. How does Railroad Park fit into the city's broader efforts to improve quality of life and attract visitors to downtown? When we started the downtown project, we knew that Mountain Home, we needed a heart. And not just the citizens. The citizens are the heartbeat of Mountain Home, but there also needs to be an area or location that needs to be a heartbeat as well. And so when we did the downtown revitalization, we figured, hey, that's where we're going to do. We're going to revitalize downtown, make that the heartbeat of Mountain Home, and the URA has been a phenomenal partner in that effort. We have seen a lot more walkability downtown corridor Mountain Home. We've seen a lot more people literally go down to the restaurants and shops. And we wanted to make sure that if you were a mom and pop shop down there, that you had those amenities as well, wider sidewalks, places to put your product outside, and that kind of stuff. So I think those are when you're trying to think of how do you bring people downtown, it being clean, walkability, and also have other things for people to do. So let's say I want to go to Stoney's, get a meal, take it outside, go to the Railroad Park project, enjoy that. If I have my grandkids, if they want to go down there, go to the splash pad or the park portion, what is it? I'm trying to think of the playground. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of playground. But those are the things that I think is just huge for Mountain Home. Let's see here. Swimming pool. We're a few weeks into the summer season. How has attendance at the pool compared to previous years? Oh my gosh, I'll say this. They're crushing it right now. 2 weeks in, from June 1st, 2026 to June 12th, 2026. Swim lessons. Session 1 had 370 participants. Session 2 had 378 participants for a total of 748 swim lesson participants. And to me, that is not just quality of life, but that's important. I think swim lessons are a life skill that is needed in every facet of life. You should always know how to swim. Let's see here. Hydro aerobics. In the 2 weeks, we've had 155 participants. Oh my gosh. Open swim. We've had 3,889 participants in just 2 weeks. And the neat thing about, I would say, that the pool is we're teaching our youth life skills in coming to work on time, being responsible, and all that good stuff. So we have 52 students between or young adults that work for the Parks and Rec that are about 14 to 19. We have 2 hydro instructors, one WSI trainer. The cool thing too is we do the pool parties, and right now we've had 6 pool parties, and from the 5:15 to 6:45, and then we've had 6 more pool parties from 9:15 to 11. And then the daycare swim sessions, we had 4 daycare swim sessions, and that had 49 participants. So that pool is being utilized. And I will say this about the staff over there: we had a seal break on the pool, and I'm all transparent about this. We had a seal break. No one even knew. We did have to shut down one night of swim from 7 to 9. But with that, we had Texas Aquatic come up here, fix it, and it's running like a champ. And so we couldn't be more proud of the staff over there and the team leading that charge. That pool is crushing it, and it's a service to our citizens, and that's another quality of life thing that I'm super proud that the team got built. And I'm super proud of the team that built that pool, along with Texas Aquatic and the rest of the group that did that. Let's see here. What trends are you seeing at the pool this year that might surprise us? Max capacity. We've actually had to turn swimmers away because of max capacity. That is something that we haven't really seen in the past. And this year, I think we've done a few swim sessions where we have to say, hey, we're full. We can't take any more swimmers, which it's a good problem to have, but you also want everyone to feel that they can still go and have that amenity as well. What are, okay, here we go. Are there any upcoming pool events, swim lessons, or program residents should know about? So obviously you can call Parks and Rec. They actually have pool passes now. And we actually have Mountain Home city pool parties. June 6th, there's a tropical luau from 9:15 to 11. There's a retro 80s neon on June 6th from 9:15 to 11. And of course, everyone gives me a hard time with this one. It's Swim with the Mayor, and it's got me in my Speedo. If you want to check that out, not a good look for this guy, but that's from 7 to 9, and that day is totally free. All citizens come out till we get capacity, but definitely when you come out, we'll all jump in, have a good time. But that's just something that we've done since we've opened that pool that I can remember. Let's see here. We have Shark Tales from 9:15 to 11 on July 10th. Oh, the Swim with the Mayor is July 9th. Let's see here. Christmas in July, and that's 5:15 to 6:45, and that's July 25th. And Flamingo Fiesta, and that's August 8th, 9:15 to 11 p.m. So June 6th, June 26th, July 10th, July 25th, August 8th. Those are $4 entries since they're pool parties, and I'm sure they'll have swag or something for everybody. That'll be a good time. Let's see here. And I think that was all my questions. All I have left to citizens is, you might have heard in the beginning we were doing a America's 250 celebration. So here is the flyer, and what we'll do is, if you see it, we're going to put on our social media platform. It's going to go from 9 a.m. to 11. I've got a phenomenal singer coming to sing the national anthem. This is at Legacy Park. We're going to do a helicopter candy drop, a bike parade. It's a family-friendly event, and we're more or less we're saying, happy birthday, America, 250. So we're super excited. So if you can do your bike up with a patriotic community bike parade, and what we'll do is we'll go around Legacy Park, go down 15th, come back. And Alexa, correct me if I'm wrong. Do we do the candy drop before or after? I can't remember that one.
The candy drop is fast.
Candy drop is probably last, but we have a gentleman that's going to drop the candy from a helicopter and have everyone come and grab some. But that's July 4th, 2026, Legacy Park. And then we've teamed up with Just Serve. And so if you want to volunteer on any of it, we have sign-ups there, and there's a QR code if you want to sign up to volunteer. And then if you want to sign up for the children's choir. They're doing that ages 6 to 13th. We'll have them come sing a couple of ballads. We're super excited for that as well. Anything else? Am I missing anything?
I think so.
Okay.
You got it.
Well, I appreciate Alexa keep me on task. Thank you, and to the citizens, thank you for all that you do. Please send some questions in. I'll probably do another one here in the next couple of weeks. Just trying to. We kind of got away from it. Everything got busy, holidays, all that good stuff. But we're going to get back on track doing Mondays with the mayor and get all your questions answered. So with that, Mayor Sykes out, and everyone have a great day. Thank you.